morning, my friends. Kelly here. I wanted to share with you my newest journal that I made, and I have made plenty of junk journals and different kinds of journals over the years. Starting back, I don't know, in the mid 2000s is when I made my first rudimentary recycled journal. And so I've been making journals for a long time, but this journal is very different for me in the reasoning being, this is the first journal I've created with absolute intention. I am not I am a very create haphazardly, just throw stuff together, don't really think about it type of creator. And when I try to plan or really structure something, that's when I get my blocks, my mental blocks. And so for me, this was a new experience, and I have to say I actually really enjoyed it. Now, it's not by any means perfection, or it definitely has that Kelly kind of definitely feel to it, but I'm going to show you kind of what I did and the process. Well, not the process, but I'll show you all the little details and the special little creations that I did, and then you can tell me what you think. So I started out with just a simple cardstock, and I covered it with several different layers of fabric. And some of the layers I sewed before I put it together, and then some I sewed after I stitched after the layers were all together. So here you have some ruffles. These ruffles I actually made myself from a huge vintage spool of fabric. And to match it, I actually created a ruffled little rosette. I've added a couple little vintage buttons because, who doesn't love vintage buttons? The little leaves here and the little bird, these are actually wax melts that I've created. I've been having a really good time, as you can see here. I've gone a little crazy. And these wax melts that I created obviously are with the little stamping tools, but the little molds are actually different. Either a baking silicone mold or a couple resin molds. And if you do know me, I am not let's use this for the intended purpose. I want to see what else I can do with it. So that's what I did with the wax molds. And some didn't work out too well and some did. So, but you're not going to know unless you try it, right? So this inside cover has several layers of fabric, some cardstock and different vintage paper. The little rose pocket I cut out from scrapbook paper, and I stitched around the edging before I glued it down. This is just a little a cute little journal cardstock that I had created from the past. All the pages are just kind of unique and not exact sizes. I've added little bits and pieces of lace and little grunged up little ephemera pieces to the corners. I added some little corner, I like corner turner pages is how I kind of look at them. With vintage buttons and little cutouts, some more of the ruffles. I've created little stitched pockets. And what's great about it is a lot of these pages are blank, so that you can journal on them or add more of whatever you would like. I made my own little journaling tags that you can flip over and journal on. I've added some pearlized vintage buttons. This cute little, I sewed that on, and then just a plain one that you can add to it. Again, this is from one of those organ piano players. I have a whole roll of these, and so I added in a few pages of that. As you can see, I've stitched on some lace to the different cardstock pages. Some music, there's a little peekaboo flip out. You could write a little cute little sentiment or journal page, and then some blank music sheet paper. Again, this is another little a cute little tuck pocket you could put right here. Add something in there. Some more ruffles or page turners. Again, all different sizes of pages, great for journaling. Here's another little pocket I created out of a doily. Again, stitched those in and added a vintage pearlized button. And I've added in a whole pocket, so you can add, a whole little tag of them. Some cute little journaling journaling, whatever you want to call these. I can't remember at the moment, sorry. And another little journaling I can't even think of the name right now. I am so sorry. That I've stitched. I just love butterflies. Added some lace, a little brad, and stitched that on. Add that into the back here. Again, another little doily tag pocket. This is also a little peekaboo, sneaky pocket right there. Kind of unexpected. This is an envelope that I created a pocket out of. Again, adding lace to all the edges. Just adding just another little layer of kind of that shabby kind of feel to it. Some more piano blank papers. I added in a doily as a little flip pocket. You could write on it or just use it as a page divider. Again, adding just little pieces of scrapbooking paper, just to add another little layer of interest to each of the pages. Here's the other end of that piano roll. Proposal Waltz, United States Music Company, Chicago, USA. I've added a little lace to the little tab here and a vintage pearlized button. And again, here's another little pocket for some journaling cards. That one's blank that you can add on. A vintage math card, and just another cute little journaling card that I made from scrapbook paper. Again, adding in some more ruffles that I made. Here's just another little page. This is actually paper that a friend picked up from Paris. And so I stitched that in there, added some little washi tape so you could make little journaling notes. Another little vintage little fabric that I cut out the little rosette and added that in there. Another little journaling card with a little pocket, and obviously some more lace, some more scrapbook paper and stitched with lace. Great little spot to journal on. Again, lots of space to write and journal on. And this is not like me at all to leave such blank open spaces. You know, like wide open spaces, you know, Dixie Chicks. Lots of journaling here. This is a index card that I turned on its side and kind of grunged up, added a little stenciling and a little wax melt as a little page turner, so you can do a little flip out here. And this is just some pink mulberry paper that I added. You could definitely write and journal on these. Some more of the piano roll paper. Here's a little belly band to tuck in some little goodies and extra things to. Some more authentic, just old foreign language book pages I've added in there. Another belly band with a postcard journaling card you can add in there. And then the back page has another pocket. Again, this is from scrapbook paper, and a library book card, catalog card. Who doesn't remember using these in the library, going through, sifting through them all? Oh my gosh, talk about memories and being old. Again, added in a lot of layers of different pink lace and cream and whites. And then the back obviously has lots of different fabric layers. I cut out a heart out of this old, this comes from a sweater made out of it's all embroidered just like this. And so I stitched it apart. I picked this up at a thrift store a while ago, and then added in some more. This is the ruffle that I made that leads it all the way from the front to the back. So, and then to tie it all up, I have this vintage little strip of lace that you can tie just like that, you know, wrap it around, or just loosely do a wrap just like that. And so that is that's my intentional journal. I really hope that you like this little flip through. And so I'm actually thinking about selling it. This would be the first journal that I've actually sold, but I really feel like somebody would really enjoy this. Enjoy journaling. It could be a great gift for a mom, an aunt, a special friend, just somebody who you know who loves to write or journal, and who appreciates the little intricacies and just all the little details. in them. So if I do decide to sell it, then I will add in a few extra little wax melts and some other additional journaling cards and little bits and pieces that you can add to it if you wish. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed what you see. Please like and follow, and I can't wait to show you my next creation. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.